there, Site 42 staff. Good to see you again so soon. Welcome to a surprise bonus stream. It turns out that one of my observation subjects quickly perished in their test, so I've got a little extra time to kill. Coco Cookie, good to see you in the chat. Samuel Corelli as well. Rex Morboshi, good to see you. Indecisive, Drowsy, and Epic Fire Dragon Zero, good to see you guys in the chat. Thank you for being members. Let me fix this here for the benefit of the desk. Zerdrin, good to see you in the chat. Glad you make it to the bonus stream. So, in case you are unfamiliar with what we do here, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42 of the SCP Foundation. My mission here in this small coffee break is an office hours. I'm here available for your SCP Foundation universe questions. Whether you are dealing with anomalous entities or objects, whether you're trying to get along with the anomalous staff or even the non-anomalous staff, sometimes they can be a little quirky either way. And of course, there's the groups of interest, there's the different hypothetical containment procedures everyone's so excited about. So, we've got approximately 35 minutes in this bonus stream. Dr. Hargreaves, good to see you in the chat. Excellent, we got everybody here. Remember that while I am in the field doing my stakeouts, I am unable to see donations under $5. The readout here just doesn't show them to me. I check the alternate menu where they are from time to time, but if I miss it for a second, please don't fret, I will get to it. I swear on it. I swear to Vor Jesus, SCP-5991, that I will get to it. Epic Fire Dragon, thank you for being the first donation of today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a turkey leg on your way past the commissary. Hey Doc, just want to let you know that I will be out of contact completely. Not sure when or if I will return. Oh, well be safe, whatever's going on. Hopefully you make it back safe and sound. Aoki the Demon, don't worry, it was a short stream if you slept through it. It's not the end of the day. Coco Cookie, the anomalies get a bit quirky at night. You know they do. SCP-5991, I actually haven't read that one. Is it a good read? Well, researcher Chalker87, if you find a iteration of Jesus with no facial features except for a mouth, showing up, unhinging its jaw, and swallowing you whole, transporting it into the pocket dimension in its stomach that is a defunct Jesus Land theme park, then yes, it's a great time for everybody involved. Enjoy SCP-5991, otherwise known as Vor Jesus. Honestly, it's a really good article. I enjoy it a lot. I think it's funny. Not really funny, it's kind of horrifying, but I just have a bad sense of humor. I find the terrors that lurk in the night pretty comical. If you work long enough at the Foundation, that's how you're gonna end up. Jaded. Jesus is King 777. Holy cow, there's a Vor Jesus? Oh man, Vor Jesus isn't the only Jesus we have in containment, my friend. Don't forget about SCP-3305, known as Bread Jesus. Don't forget about SCP-029-J, known as Uber Driver Jesus. And who could forget SCP-6542, known as Milk Jesus, or by its nickname, Jesus. Man, could really go for a meeting between Bread Jesus and Cheesus, so we could have some of that sweet, sweet grilled Cheesus. Brayden, you say Jesus is king? Which one? Which is the king of the Jesus? I ask you, serious question. Which Jesus is the true king? Is it Milk Jesus? Do you find dairy to be the highest of the high lord of Christendom? Or are you lactose intolerant? Do you prefer Bread Jesus to settle your stomach a bit? Or are you just into eating Bibles and being eaten by biblical characters? Oh, hello, SCP-729-J. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. I need to eat more of those hot chips. They're letting me withstand your mimetic effects. It's actually, I mean, I still don't like the damn plushie, but at least I'm not vomiting. I think I've got to build up a tolerance for a little bit. Either way, grab yourself a snow cone at the commissary, why don't you? The day is upon us, Doctor. Ah, yes, I've been being told there was a whole, I'll be right back. Oh, am I back? Hooray! Audio back, hooray! I was just about to log off and log back in. I'm glad we're safe. Thank you all for alerting me, desk you as well. All right, going back through the chat a little bit. Samuel, are your donations not coming through? Let me check the list real quick. We all got distracted by the error there. I don't see any from you, Samuel. SCP-729-J, thank you for donating again to alert me that we were having audio troubles, and I'm glad that they are fixed. Code, you're gonna have to tell me which Jesus is the true one, though. Which of the Jesus do you prefer that we worship? It's up to you, really. If you say that Jesus is the true one and true Son of God, and that the God of cheese will shine upon us, that's up to you right now. But if you can't have a sense of humor, then you're gonna have to quiet down, because this is not a place for preaching, it's a place for talking about the SCP Foundation. Which 999 is your favorite? Power Rider 2010. We only have one 999. If we had more of them, we could do a lot, probably. Are there any Aviation SCPs or a bunch of... Where'd it go? SCP MTF with aviation stuff. So here's the deal. When you go to the SCP Wiki, on any page on the wiki, you will see at the top here the word search. And the search function has been greatly upgraded recently. It used to be hideously unreliable. So at that point, you would not get any help. But now they have upgraded it. And when you go to search the wiki, right on that second line, you can see filter by tags. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to type in aviation, because I believe that's a tag on the wiki. What is the... All right, I forgot the tag for it, actually. So first, I'm going to go by the page that I was on and see what the tag cloud says. I know there's a tag for flights, and I'm gonna find it real quick. Okay, so at the bottom of the page, we have the tags. And I go to the tag cloud. Let's go in tool. There's probably not gonna be that many in tool. Airborne. Airborne is what I want. Because there is no aviation tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the search, and I'm going to search airborne and vehicle. And that will narrow it down to every SCP that has both those tags. So airborne, click on it, and vehicle. And so if I check both airborne and vehicle, I am getting a series of SCPs listed. And yes, I know that the text is flipped because that's how YouTube does it. So just deal with that. But now you know how to search the wiki properly by tags. And that means that you can run in and do airborne and vehicle and see what kind of planes there are that in the land of anomalous planes. Can you let Dr. Sherman know that we didn't hear what he said about SCP-729-J's plan? Ah, yes, that's when it cut out. Good. So all I said was that I heard there was a plan, but I don't know what this plan is. And because I was told it was on Friday, I saw a couple of the 729-J's in the chat, but apparently not the head honcho. So it didn't happen earlier, but I figured maybe on the bonus stream it would. But I'm waiting to see what this is or isn't, because I do not know what the plan is. Only that there is a plan, and that I am waiting in suspense to see what happens. Samuel Corelli, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a blueberry waffle on your way past the commissary. Paperwork requesting to release from containment for somehow bleeding Warhammer into our universe and refusing to fix it. You need to fix it first. Obviously, you need to fix it first. If you refuse to fix it, we refuse to let you out of the box. Think. Rebel Commander, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some blue milk on your way past the commissary. Well, SCP-343 is for all intents and purposes the Christian God, or at least the Abrahamic one, so we asked him, maybe he will know which one's the right one. Well, here's the trick. For all intents and purposes, we have no idea if 343 is who it says it is. I, for one, am in the camp that it is not Yahweh. That the only Yahweh it is Yahweh to lie to everybody about your self-being, you egotistic reality bender. So I don't think that 343 is God. A lot of people think it's God. It claims to be God. I don't think it's God. Especially because in the Tale Divine Intervention, researchers just straight up shot him in the face. And it did something. So I'm not sure. That universe seems to have split somehow. So I'm not sure what happens when they shot 343 in the face. But I'm interested in more research, if you get my meaning. SCP-729-J, thank you for donating again. Whew, little heartburn, but still not bad. But I never said which Friday, did I? Oh, well that's very clever. Very clever of you. Dr. Sherman, what is your favorite SCP? Mine is SCP-05005, since what was the SCP I ever came across, so I hold dear to my heart. So it was the first one is what you mean. Cool. I don't know what 055 is, but what I can tell you is that I always say my favorite SCPs at the end of stream. End of stream right now is 23 minutes from now. Remember, there's a coffee break. It's a shorty. We got a bonus stream, but it's still a short one. So we are on the lookout for the 23-minute mark for me to get back to testing out here. But what I'll do real quick is I'll look up SCP-055 since it's your favorite, and I'll just see what it is real quick. How are you, Dr. Sherman? Researcher Fair. I didn't get 7 PhDs to be called Mr. Thank you. Before you ask, I'm doing good. I'm doing good as well. Do we have Hephaestus in containment? If so, may I have an interaction with him? It. So, the skeleton key. That's a pretty good SCP to have as a favorite, by the way, for the ethics committee, especially for the ethics committee. Open every door, pretty good. All right. So, what was your question? Hephaestus. We're looking for SCP Hephaestus. SCP Hephaestus. Because in case you don't know, for Greek gods, we actually have a decent amount in containment. We have Hera, Aphrodite, and Apollo all in containment. So the question is just, do we have Hephaestus? Apparently there is a book that is called Hephaestus's Manual. It allows its user to write queries for weapons and armor. So 6952 has Hephaestus's Manual, at least a part and parcel of it. Oh, gotta reload. Wikidot's having trouble, as always. And as I continue, deadass, what do some of these numbers mean, bro? Researcher Winker, yeah, it takes a lot of time in the SCP database to remember all of these numbers. It is a lot of work. And even I get them wrong sometimes. Po Buddy's nerfect. Yeah, 6952 is just a frickin' book with lots of manual on the creation of anomalous weapons and armor. And so, that's a nice Gauss rifle that they've put together using the manual. And it's by our friends of the channel, So You Think You Can Fanon. When I was at MetroCon Tampa last year, So You Think You Can Fanon, the podcast, was there, and we hang out. It was pretty cool. So yeah, 6952 is Hephaestus's Manual, but we don't have Hephaestus itself in containment. Cool, didn't know about that. Samuel Corelli, thank you for donating again. You had me contained and passed the job off to ANHR. Well, yes, and they're gonna do what I told them to do, which is wait until you fix what you broke. Sheeny, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for your first donation of the day as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some chicken wangs on your way past the commissary. Glad to see you survive the chip. Oh yeah, I tanked that mother effer. If you did not see the stream yesterday where I did the one chip challenge to celebrate Site 42's 10th year on YouTube, God, we've been out here 10 years in these woods. If you didn't see that, you can go to yesterday's stream, the 10th anniversary stream, and it is literally exactly at the 2-hour mark. I made sure to keep it nice and clean. That way you guys would be able to go back and see it if you missed it. So you can check that out after we're done with office hours in about 20 minutes. Average Canadian, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go get yourself some poutine on your way past the commissary. Hello to the Foundation from the Canadian. Are you average or are you the? Because if you're the, that usually puts you head above about the average. You're giving me some conflicting information here. You're giving me some conflicting information here, buddy. Dihydrogen monoxide, thank you for your first donation to this bonus stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a spot of tea on your way past the commissary. A researcher put 729-J on my desk as a prank. I would murder them. So I lured them into a doorway with 303 behind said door as soon as they opened it. Fucking hilarious. You know, I don't even know what 303 is, but I do believe they had it coming. Someone put 729-J on my desk. I cannot tell you what I would do because I would have to get so creative. Everybody's got to be so creative. We are a creative writing community after all, so you got to expect some creativity here. I'm waiting for 303 to load because my data pad is being iffy again. Or actually, it's SkipNet this time. It's not my fault. Witnesses describe SCP-303 as a nude, sexless, emaciated humanoid figure with reddish-brown skin. Instead of normal facial features, its head is dominated by an extremely large mouth, which bears a set of oversized human teeth. Okay, well this already sounds like Vor Jesus, so I'm already entertained. It continually vocalizes a wheezing noise, loud enough to be heard from the other side of most solid doors. All individuals who have had encounters with SCP-303 are capable of describing it in full, including individuals who have not physically seen any part of it. 303 will periodically materialize behind any closed door, hatch, or other entryway barrier opposite a sentient observer chosen by unknown means. 303 will then remain behind the door for an indeterminate amount of time. Any individual attempting to open the door or barrier experiences intense paralyzing fear that lasts up until 303 dematerializes. Okay, so creepy stand behind the door guy. Honestly, I would have done worse. All right, listen up here. Aoki, Duma, you're getting a little pushing the line with this loop heresy. The infinite fish that just goes on forever, may we find the head and the tail, is not a loop. It is a sign of faith that we know it is not a loop. And you heretics claiming it's a loop, you are the ones who will not see heaven, and your Wi-Fi will be slow forever because you're not putting the snacks on top of the microwave like the prayers state. Desk, don't forget to check some of these messages that are, what's the phrase, that are auto-modded before you get them. Because some of them, like the last one from Duma, I would have allowed through because it was just censored for a curse word in all caps. And I don't mind that when we're in a yelling match about heresy. Roger that, Desk. Dr. Sherman, I am a new D class and was told to come to ask you what to do and stuff about something. I've been throwing up black and was wondering what it is and what I should do. Well, if you are throwing up black ichor, you should go to medical first and foremost. Although you're a D class, so you don't get to walk the halls freely. Therefore, head back to your cell. You shouldn't be on a cell phone as a D class. How did you get that? Listen, Isabella, if that is your real name, because your real name is D7592, we all know that, you are going to have a medical operator checking you soon, and they may be trying to heal you, and they may be just running experiments. It could go either way. Either way, stay put. Are we talking about SCPs or making up our own? It is probably about 75% real SCP talk, 25% off canon. I want to be a member, but my redacted isn't letting me. I am sorry to hear that, Cat Queen Rita, but remember, you don't have to apologize for not donating to Site 42, even though we do appreciate direct donations. Even if you are just watching, subscribing, hitting the like button especially, then you are helping boost the Site 42 algorithm, and that allows us to deal with the algorithm in a volatile manner that allows us to force it to our whims, that brings people to the Site 42 fandom so that we can help support all of the SCP projects out there, whether it's games or films or other kinds of podcasts. As long as we are growing the SCP community, everyone wins. That is the mission of you guys, Mobile Task Force Psi 42, codenamed the Signal Boosters. Sean, thank you for your first donation to this bonus stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a hot slice of pizza on your way past the commissary. Doc, unless the infinite fish is playing a very late game of Snake, I feel it has to loop at least once around the planet, unless you find its body sticking up and entering space or something. You would think that, but remember, SCP-3000 is a seemingly infinite fish, and no one claims that SCP-3000 is a loop, because we know where the head is, but we don't know where the tail is. So, with that in mind, there are plenty of infinite anomalies that somehow also don't show up and end up taking up the entirety of Earth, even though they should. So that does not mean that the fish is a loop. It means that there is some path through some sort of interdimensional way that is allowing its length to not overtake the planet. That's all. That's all. It's fine. We will find the head and we will find the tail. Amen. Royal Red Eye, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some ambrosia salad on your way past the commissary. Question, do you recognize the bodies in the water? Oh, trust me. Everyone who saw me deal with that hot chip yesterday saw the might of Dr. Sherman's cognitive resistance value. I am not recognizing any bodies, not no way, not no how. Dusttail, Dr. Sherman does not worship a looping fish. Dr. Sherman is an adherent of the church of the fish that just goes on forever. It goes on forever. That is not a loop. It is very different from a loop. And you heretics will not sway me from the true word, lest we all have bad luck at the site poker game tomorrow. Dr. Sherman, if you cut 999 in half, would it be duplicated? Also, is it bad my arm is now rainbow striped? So 999 would not duplicate if cut in half, it would just reform. We've done that test. Also, if your arm is rainbow striped, did you just draw on it? That seems like a thing people do. Got some crazy tattoos, some rings going. If you didn't do it on purpose, go to medical. Sorry, Dr. Fishman. Okay, I'm more offended by the fact that you didn't go with Dr. Sherman, because that was right there. You were right there and you just fell at the finish line of that joke. Clone, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a Polish sausage on your way past the commissary. Oh, come on, show me what the message was. I saw the name, show me the message. Hope you're having a good day, Dr. Sherman. I am, and I hope you are too. Been debating on starting a channel inspired by yours, but delving more into sci-fi universes like Star Wars and Warhammer. Any advice on getting started? So, the only thing I would worry about is, because I do my work with the SCP Foundation, which is... Hold on, I just got distracted by desk. What the hell do you mean, Hat Sherme Miku? Honestly, that's pretty good. I wasn't expecting that. Where was I? Jiminy sakes. Yes, because I do the SCP Foundation as my whole thing, I don't get hit by copyright claims because everything we do is Creative Commons. That being said, I don't think Disney's gonna go that hard on a role player. And so if you do the same thing I do, which is cosplay, role play, talking about the fandom, then probably you could start your own little farm of a community doing the same thing if it's people who are interested in Star Wars and sci-fi. And so you could kind of be an overarching character dealing with the different sci-fi universes you want to look at. Yeah, you just got to be careful of copyright claims because you're going to have that in your way. But other than that, it's all the same thing. So, yeah, good luck. And as Sheeny says, yeah, use fair use to your advantage and protect yourself from the algorithm at any case you can. What do you mean Disney sent a cease and desist to a TikToker whose username was Judy Hopps Lover? Disney, bro. That's crazy if true. I don't know if that's true, but it's crazy if true. Oh, also Clone. I have this on TikTok, but I don't have it here on YouTube yet, I don't think. I have a playlist on the TikTok. If you scroll the sidebar, it's called SCP OC Tips. And you can use all of those tips for your purposes as well. Just because you change the fandom doesn't mean the cosplay rules, the acting rules, the speech rules, the writing rules, the camera and lighting rules, everything is the same except for being SCP. So you can go to that SCP OC Tips playlist and then use those tips to further your goals. Good luck and Godspeed. I love the idea of more creators getting out there in the world. Oh, what's this? The Calm Reader. Welcome to Site 42 membership. We appreciate your service and your membership as a level 1 researcher here. The war against the white names continues. The green names shall prevail. Oh, a clone. Thank you for donating again. Yeah, I was debating on doing that, as well as explaining the lore and science behind stuff like blasters and space marines. May also use the channel to post stuff for the sci-fi setting I've been making. Very cool, that's a good idea. I know the YouTuber Hello Future Me, he's a writing YouTuber, does a lot of TV work, and also uses that platform to publicize his books and stuff. So it's a great way to get yourself out there as well. So yeah, definitely make that happen. If you've got the writing chops and the filmmaking chops to be a YouTuber, it's a lot of work. But if you're having fun, then it's not that you never work a day in your life, it's that you're working every day of your life. But hopefully you enjoy the effort. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a croissant on your way past the commissary. Hey boss, there's an 055 for you on line 3. Oh, I just thought that was for the stakeout location. That was for me, I didn't know. Oh, they're gonna be mad. All right, well the coffee break ends in 5 minutes anyways, so I will get back to them in 5 minutes. It's fine, it's fine. I'm not going to be assigned to Antarctica again. Ugh. Everything is a loop, Alki, everything. Zerdrin, you've been watching everything, everywhere, all at once, too much. Not everything is a loop, not everything goes into the bagel, it's not that deep. Oh, I see that you've got desk on the side of the loop chanting. You will not sway the world from the truth. Our glorious infinitude, hail its everlasting fish body, the fish that just goes on forever, our merciful and long Lord, will not be a loop just because you heretics say so. Beautiful hum you have, Dr. Sherman. Thank you. My time as a wedding singer was well spent. All right, make sure I haven't missed any small donos. Go to the backup menu. All right, we're all clear there. Dr. Loopman. Would the infinite fish solve world hunger? Well, yes, it is an infinite fish, and therefore it would be able to therefore feed plenty of people. But we're not in the business of ending world hunger. We're in the business of containing and researching anomalies. So we ain't gonna do that. Josiah, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a Blintz on your way past the commissary. Researcher Ivan, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a cherry cola on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, how many SCPs are too many SCPs? Or too many SCPs? I'm not sure what the typo is there, but I'm gonna say how many is too many? There's no such thing. Well, having to contain them all, there is such a thing as too many. It's very tiring to have to contain all the things we contain. But as a creative writer, there could never be enough. Always make more. More stories, more art, love it. Yo, I'm in the back rooms. Can you get me out now? Well, William Afton, you see, first and foremost, I'm tempted to leave you there because I'm familiar with your behavior, and it's not great. Secondarily, I can't help you with the back rooms. The back rooms are manned by Async, and they get real tetchy if we crowd in on their turf. So I'm not able to get Foundation resources into the back room, unfortunately. Desk, what poll do you want to start? You have 2 minutes before I start doing the outro. And I'm gonna have to type it in. Meanwhile, researcher Jack the Knight, you said you found an SCP I like? Well, tell me about it and tell me about it quick. Fish is or is not a loop? Okay, well, I'm gonna use this as a way to weed out the heretics, so I guess I'm fine with this. All right, here you go. Poll started. And yes, it says fish is not a loo because I typed it really, really fast. Don't worry. Count it as loop. Ignore the fact that I have a typo there. Foxy the Raving Fox, thank you for your direct donation through Ko-Fi. That is a great way if you're willing to take the time to go to the Site42 Ko-Fi, because then YouTube doesn't get the 30% of the donation that they take. So I appreciate your direct donation. I wonder if I see your username in the chat, but once I'm off the stream, I will go check that out. So I'm gonna do the outro now. And after I do that, I'm going to look at this poll and probably really be angry at all of you heretics. That's my likelihood, but I'll see afterwards. The purge will begin. Yes, Sir Piggyuff, I believe it. So, we have, at the end of every stream, I tell you my favorite SCPs. We did this earlier, so I'm doing the short version. If you want to read the SCPs I wrote, because I'm not going to say they're my favorites, that's cheating, go to the Sherm's author page in Site42 Hub on the SCP Wiki. There you can see the SCPs that I wrote. Thank you, Des, for putting it in the chat. While you are there, you may find the direct donation links. You may become a Site42 patron. You might directly donate through the Ko-Fi for a one-time donation. You might become a YouTube channel member. All of the above are great ways to directly donate to Site42 if you wish, and we very much appreciate it. Even if you can't directly donate, you are still a member of Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codename the Signal Boosters, and that is how you guys help us to boost Site42's profile, to support the SCP games and films that we are trying to signal boost. And the more we do that, the more SCP films and games that we get in the world. And I like that as a goal. That's my mission, and I hope you guys are here for it too. Thank you, Mobile Task Force Sci-42. Now, in no particular order, my favorite SCPs. 3999-304-3008, J, Spooky, J, 503151755320, and 8980. Big content warning on that last one. It's rough. One more time through. 3999-304-3008, J, Spooky, J, 503151755320, who is, of course, the glorious fish that just goes on forever. 5320 is the fish that is not a loop. And then 8980, trigger warning for the last one. Oh, and I guess trigger warning for 5320 if you're a loop heretic. Checking the poll. Yes, 59% of the voters are heretics who will be purged when the time comes. May your Wi-Fi signal be chugging slowly forever. So, with that, we sign off. We hit this poll, end it, we did it. And now, this has been another bonus stream for today, a Dr. Sherman's office hours, coffee break in fact, a subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast from Site42. I hope you guys have had fun. I hope you learned something. Glad I got to see those of you who didn't show up in the earlier stream. Be well, be safe, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you all in the next anomalous broadcast from Site 42. There's a port on a western bay, and it serves 100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes. And there's this girl in this harbor town, and she works laying whiskey down. They say, Brandy, fetch another round. She serves them whiskey and wine. The sailors say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Yeah, your eyes could steal a sailor from the sea.